Hey everyone, this is Jesse with Nintendo Revised, and I'm coming back with another test. And this one I am very excited for. We are going to be testing Diablo 3, the Eternal Collection for the Nintendo Switch. The version number on the cartridge is version 2.6.2.52309. The revision number on the back of the cartridge is 000. Now, please keep note that various patches have been released since this original build. As of the making of this video, the current patch version is version 2.7.7.92380. Now, outside of the Switch home screen where those version numbers are listed, there are in-game version numbers as well. The in-game version number that is listed for this particular cartridge is version 2.6.0. Now, the game actually outlines various patches that are included on the cartridge build and provides descriptions for the following versions. Those version numbers are 2.1.0, 2.1.2, 2.2.0, 2.3.0, 2.4.0, 2.5.0, and lastly, the aforementioned 2.6.0. Anything released after this point will not be on the cartridge, and it also appears that based on patch notes that I was able to find online, there are game patches for in-game versions up to version 2.7.7. Now for this test, I did complete the main campaign, which includes beating all 5 acts. Additionally, a few side missions were also completed. Now keep in mind, I did not 100% this game. Now the reasoning behind this is because it can potentially require up to 150 hours or more to 100%, which unfortunately I just really don't have the time to invest into. With all that said, I really only encountered minor issues. I did notice some pop-up during my playthrough, such as objects popping in and out after I entered a specific area. This did not affect gameplay in any way. I also did notice some stutters during certain cutscenes, but this is something that can be easily overlooked. Frame rates are also consistent and stable throughout, and I did not notice any issues here. Now keep in mind that this game was actually tested with 2-player co-op and single player as well. At times, my son would join in to play with me, and we did various missions together in co-op. With that said, I did not notice any issues with the frame rate with another player on screen. When in co-op mode, we played docked, and while I was in single player, I played handheld. So both methods were used for this particular test, both docked and handheld, and in both methods, the game played extremely well, and I had no issues with either. Now keep in mind, no online multiplayer was tested, and no local co-op was tested either with multiple Switch consoles. All that we did was played co-op on the exact same Switch console. Now the DLC that's included on the cartridge includes the Rise of the Necromancer and Reaper of the Souls. Now for Reaper of the Souls, this DLC adds the additional 5th act on the game, which I mentioned previously when I completed 5 acts. Otherwise, the game would have had just 4 acts. Additionally to this 5th act, the game also added additional character classes and the adventure mode, which is all on the cartridge. The Rise of the Necromancer DLC adds an additional character class and challenge rifts. Now keep in mind, I did not unlock any challenge rifts, and therefore I was unable to test any of them at this time, but a message does populate under the game settings screens, which indicates that the challenge rifts are on the cartridge. They just need to be unlocked by completing a Solar Greater rift, which again I did not do during my testing. But the Necromancer additional character class is definitely on the cartridge and was able to be used during our testing. Another thing tested was for the Ganon gear, and it is also on the cartridge. I was able to unlock various pieces of the Ganon gear and actually put them on my character. So again, all the DLC as well as the Ganon gear for the Nintendo Switch specifically is on the cartridge. As far as languages are concerned, I was only able to find English. I was unable to find any other language within the game, although it is possible that the game uses console language settings. As far as difficulty options, there are several. There are normal, hard, expert, master, and torment levels, which range from 1 through torment level 13. There are no accessibility options that I was able to find, as well as no DRM found. I did play this, again, both docked and handheld on my OLED Nintendo Switch. So just some final thoughts here. Quite frankly, as far as third-party releases are concerned, this is one of the best third-party cartridges that I have tested thus far. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection is absolutely fantastic. I had no issues during my testing other than the few pop-ins that I mentioned earlier and the stutters during cutscenes. Otherwise, it performed absolutely amazingly, as well as all the content that's actually on the cartridge itself. This is honestly a fantastic build. You're getting the 2 DLCs, you're also getting the main campaign. Really, what more is there left to say? This is absolutely a fantastic build of the game. If you have any inclination of wanting to play Diablo in any capacity, give this one a whirl. I highly recommend it. I absolutely had fun, and I'll be honest, I did not go into this game expecting to love it as much as I did, but I absolutely did. And if I had more time to delve into this game and put hundreds of hours into it, I definitely would. But of course, I have other games to get to and other tests to complete, so I had to leave this one behind for now, but maybe in the future. Again, highly recommended from me. And as far as cartridge tests are concerned, this one's absolutely fantastic. Well, if you have any other questions for me, please let me know in the comment section below. Again, this has been Jesse with Nintendo Revised, out.